Alrighty, so today we're going to try and maybe finish. Oh wait, I'm starting a fucking, yeah, okay. They should like call it new game or something like that. So I don't remember if we just immediately stopped playing once we got back to the hub world last time. I assume that because we don't have medallions at all in our inventory that we have to go get the next one. Although we have, let's see, we have ingots, so let's see if we can sell those and see if there's any new equipment that we might want. Oh, we can only sell one at a time. Okay, and let's see, what have we got? So I presume that the ice level is going to be where we're going now. Did we already have? Yeah, go somewhere else. Yeah, I think that we already bought all of the swords. I don't think that there's a better weapon that we can get at the moment. And I wonder with how far we must be in the game at this point, if this is just as much damage as we'll ever do. And I guess we'll just kind of see what? Okay, yeah, I kind of just want to see if any of the townspeople have any worthwhile dialogue or anything. I know that this should be where we'll get the medallion, which will let us access the next level. Yeah, that's, we still have our suspicious men here. Oh, I can't go back in there once I'm out here. So we've got to try and figure out where the medallion is. Oh, okay, so first things first, there's a door there. I'm not sure if that door is just gonna be our exit or if that's the entrance, but it looks like some light is leaking out of the ceiling, so maybe we just drop down here? No. So that makes me think that there's got to be a way to get further into the background. Yeah, this is dumb. Okay, that was the solution. It's just so weird that, like, you know, like in a 3D game or in like a normal side-scrolling game, like you would never have to kind of think about space in this way. Like it's just such an arbitrary way of like quote unquote hiding something. Oh, this is the guy that we splashed the water on. Oh, and he sells the next sword. Okay, so we're gonna need a little bit of money in order to actually be able to get that, but that is a pretty significant increase in base power. So we'll want to keep that in the back of our mind for sure. Let's see, I don't think, last time there wasn't really anything in the castle that was worth, oh, this is cute, getting a letter from the family out of town. That's a nice little exchange. There wasn't really anything in the castle last time. After I cleared a level, they pretty much just say, yeah, you got something, but the fucking world is still messed up. Let's see if we can get in. No, just like last time, the sage is blocking the door. We have to go, really? We have to go all the way around town to get another one of those fucking fruits from that tree? I could have sworn, I might be misremembering, but I could have sworn that earlier in the game an NPC said that this tree like only makes a fruit every 100 or 1,000 years or whatever. So is there going to be another fruit at the tree, or is this gonna be some kind of weird ass like quest that I'm gonna have to go on to get another one? Because I feel like if it literally is just go back to the tree again and get another one, that it's like, why are they wasting your time like this? No, It looks like it literally is just go back to the tree. Okay. What a hungry little goober. That's too much fruit all at once? Huh. So, you know, I do clearly notice a visual difference this time at least. It definitely is bigger, and I think those whiskers are new, right? But mechanically, this kind of seems like a little bit of a downgrade if I can't walk while holding him anymore. Like, that honestly really seems like, because now we can't do a running double jump. There has to be like some kind of weird platforming or puzzle or something going on in the next level where they're like, we don't really want the player to be able to move this far. We don't want them to be able to cross a gap that big. So we're just gonna require you to quote unquote upgrade Pepalagoo in a way that will no longer allow you to do that. I just want to make sure, I could have just gone here the whole time, couldn't I? Like, they probably still do make you, because I don't see any arrows back there. They probably do still. I just want to check. I have to check. Nope, you didn't need to go all the way around town the whole time. You could have just come here. God damn it. Oh, I wanted to check if there was an NPC over there, but instead all that I found was the knowledge that I've wasted minutes of my time for no reason. Oh, there's my goober. There's my favorite little goober. I love this guy. Oh, he's awesome. This character's all right too. This guy's on a whole other level. Let's go to Moon. No, we did Moon last time. Let's go to Sun World. That's weird, right? We are going to the ice place, aren't we? Ice place is sun, I guess, right? Okay, no, okay. I thought for sure. Oh, okay, you know, yeah, fair, right? They said desert, and my mind went, oh, we're going to Sand World. Yeah, that makes sense for the sun, but you gotta remember, the thing that makes it a desert isn't sand, it's the fact that it's dry. So it all makes sense. It feels good to be playing a game that's fun again. Okay, spiky ice is bad. It's true. It's pointy. You don't want to touch it. Oh, you can't DuckTales on it? Oh my god. And now that sucks. It sucks not being able to run with that. Oh man. I really like how it really does kind of have like the Demon Souls structure, right? Where you like warp into the new part of the world and like, yeah, it's all a level, you know, but you're not just in the dungeon right away, right? Like, you have a few distinct little zones, you have a lead up, you have a mini boss before you fight like the real one. Yeah, I don't like having to like carefully approach the ice to do like this perfect little double jump that barely gets you over the obstacle. Huh. So we can't go in there. I wonder what is going to open those. Just one? I hope it was just that one, because if there's more hidden back there, I'm not going to spend the time jumping up in every little part of that zone back there just to find a handful more of the blue things. The bandage on the nose is a nice touch. This is just like Mario Odyssey. Okay, so we basically have, I wonder if this is gonna be a longer zone because it has these two dungeons, or if these two are basically just going to be split up more or less the same way that the volcano and the like forest temple-y place were. Huh. It kind of worries me that they're giving us a map of this place at all, just because looking at this, it doesn't seem complex enough to be necessary. So I'm just wondering if there's something weird going on here. I'm sure we'll find out. It's Slippy. I'm curious what the deal with this art in the background is. Like, why does it have this kind of like pixelated aesthetic to it? Is it like a reference to something, or is it just like the joke being like, oh, it's ancient hieroglyphics, and maybe this is like exactly what the background art looked like in the original Genesis version? I'd be curious to see it, like if that's what the deal is. I will say I don't think that the like pixel art hieroglyphic thing going on here really meshes well with this like cobblestone-y background modeling, you know? Like it feels like if this was a more, you know, a much more orderly stone pattern, right? Like the fact that they just kind of, I don't even know really what's supposed to be going on here, because like the fact that it's in front of the seams in the stones here makes it kind of seem like, oh, it's supposed to be painted, but also the fact that like over here we see it looks like their legs are getting like cut off by the geometry or something. Like I can't tell if that's supposed to be like, oh, the paint is worn, or if it's supposed to be like, I don't even know. I don't know what's going on here with that. So I'm really curious like what the idea for this was, why they put that in the background. Who knows? Oh, you hear this? That's right. I did not realize that we were playing a notebook kind of game, but I've got it here. Red spell. Okay, so I kind of wanted to ignore the door for now just to see what was on the far edge, and now I kind of want to do the same thing on the opposite end and see if there's another hint on that part of the room. Sure enough, the blue spell. I swear to God, I'm just now, right? So this one, it's like, okay, we don't know what the last thing of the spell is, right? Like presumably this is just another 4-piece sequence of directions like the red spell was. I'm just thinking about the fucking pick a path guessing game that the last level made us do. Are we going to find the rest of this spell somewhere, or are we just going to have to try it a few times and guess the last one? And if we guess wrong, however we're going to use these spells, what's going to happen, right? Like, is the fact that we have to guess a few times what the blue spell is that like, is the fact that we're going to have to guess what the spell is, like, is it going to be like, oh, you failed, now you get teleported somewhere, or you have to fight some enemies? Is it just gonna have us kind of do bullshit or something? So we can't interact with either of these doors? Is that what the spells are for? What about, okay, so there's spells. So what if I get some magic swirling around me and then do the button combination? Well, I don't think that that's how that works. And I can't leave, can I? Right? The sage is here. So all that's in here is these 2 hints for these spells. Yeah, the door is here. I can't interact with, what? I was mashing the Y button and nothing happened. And then mysteriously, after sitting there and doing it for like 10 seconds, it finally brought this menu up. I don't get it. Whatever. I know the red spell. So we're in. Okay, so it looks like the top portion of the map map is the foreground and the bottom portion of the map is the background. So this does look to be just the map for Pyramid 1. I wonder if Pyramid 2, I feel like the two obvious ways that they could try to make it more challenging are to either have a much more complex map or to just not give you one at all. I could definitely see either of those possibilities for sure. Oh, okay. So far, a lot of the enemies in this area have really not been tough at all. Like those swordsman guys outside, I feel like I was handling pretty sloppy and never really learned how to really handle them. But like the snakes in here are really nothing to worry about, and neither are these new guys coming from above. Okay, so that's just a trap to fuck you over for no reason. Okay, my favorite. We've got a couple of herbs already, so I'm not too worried about that. Again, I'm just sitting here mashing the Y button. You can tell that I'm mashing the Y button because it's like jumping at the top there, right? Maybe I can't interact with some of the doors from the background area, but then if that's the case, I don't see how else we would get back to the top, right? We have to be able to get through this door somehow, I would think. Whatever, maybe this is just kind of supposed to be, because we did fall into this dungeon and then be unable to leave, so maybe you also can kind of just fall deep enough into the dungeon that you can't go back. Oh my god, it really is just, you have to mash the button because sometimes it just won't let you interact with the fucking door. I lack experience. All right, let's sit here and mash the button in front of the door again. Oh my god, dude. Okay, so it's not up, and it's not right. So now okay, I have to note, like, no, they don't have fucking VSync or anything. I was wondering if it was something like, oh, the game expects, you know, 30 FPS or something like that, and you're playing at 60 or whatever, right? There we go. And I was wondering if like that could somehow be like fucking up the door interaction, and maybe it could be, but the game doesn't have a built-in solution for it. Like, I guess that there is a chance that if I just changed the refresh rate of my monitor at like the system level, that if that's the problem that's happening, which I don't know. If it is, it might not be. Okay, we got the witch statue. Who knows what that's for? It's probably important. Oh, please don't. Oh no. Okay, so this fucking sucks. So we have the element of the doors don't fucking work. You have to sit here and mash Y and hope that the door interaction decides to work. But watch, I bet that we have to still remember what the spells are and do them every time. I bet every time that we go through one of these doors, we have to do the spell. And I bet that the spell check, oh my god. Yeah, we have to do it every time. Oh, this game kind of, I don't know. Now that we are running into like not just weird like resolution display mode stuff on PC is one thing. Now that we're like straight up running into, oh, this aspect of the game just doesn't work, right? This is something else. So I guess now we'll just kind of mash Y in front of this door and see if we can get through this one. Please? Can I please go through the door? Oh my god. Like, what could cause this? Is it like, oh, the ice physics, right? Like that's what, because I've made games, you know, I've made a 2D platformer or two, and I've even made one that has doors that, there we go, Jesus fucking Christ. And like, you know, it could be something like, oh, the ice physics, you have less friction, the character stays moving. Maybe they have a check that's like, oh, you can only interact with doors, or the interaction will only actually go through if the character has 0 velocity, right? And oh, while you're sliding, and maybe even once the character doesn't visibly appear to be moving, maybe they still have a velocity of like 0.00000, etc., right? And that is the kind of thing. Okay, I'm gonna sit here and I'm just gonna like not move for like, I don't know, like 10-20 seconds, however long it takes me to finish saying this thought, right? Because if it is something like the ice physics are still interpolating your velocity down to like an extremely small number where it's not enough to like visually appear like you're moving, but you kind of are on a mathematical under the hood variable level. Now if I press Y, no. So I don't think that that's what the problem is, because surely at this point, if they were interpolating your movement like that and checking and you had to be completely stationary to interact, surely after sitting there and waiting that long, it would work. Though it is also the kind of thing where maybe the frame rate playing with the physics could do something like that too, where maybe at 30 FPS it interpolates fast enough that this doesn't happen, and then maybe at, you know, whatever this is running at, whether it's 60 or 120, which is what my display is set to, maybe that makes it take like 4 times as long for the game to think that your player character is actually staying still. Or maybe it doesn't scale linearly and that's why it took like 40 seconds of standing here for this fucking spell text to show up. Whatever. Okay, yeah, we gotta be careful. Okay, so what's this? Is it something cool and important? Okay, yeah, I still don't know what we need the leopard and witch statues for, but it probably is like main quest, dungeon clearing type stuff. Okay, so let me see, where's a timer? Okay, so on my stream timer, it is just about to be, okay, it is 45 minutes right now. So I'm just gonna wait and see. I'm gonna see if like once the timer gets to like 45 minutes and 45 seconds, if I hit the Y button, will that just make the prompt come up? This is fun. I get to learn what it's like to do QA testing today. Okay, nope. Okay, so I think based on how it went last time and how this door is going, I don't think that it is just timing. Riveting gameplay! We get to just sit here and hope that the game eventually works. I'm now far enough into the game that I'm kind of realizing that, like, I don't know if the other dungeon themes were the same, but like this seems to very much just be an alternate rendition of the town theme. And now I'm wondering like how much of the rest of the game's soundtrack so far has also just kind of been playing with these same motifs and I just haven't been noticing up until this point. I wonder how many of these statues we're trying to find. It seems like both of these paths are eventually going to lead to the same place. Oh, now we got stronger snakes, but they seem to just be the same kind of enemy, but it takes more hits. The path on this side had like a little thing past the door, so maybe there's another spell. Ooh, there's something. Okay, don't forget about that. The white spell contains 4 lefts. So right now we don't even know how many, this is something. We don't even know how many arrows long the white spell is? Oh, uh-oh. This, you know, this seems, want an elixir? Okay, so is this the kind of thing where this is the best thing the chest could offer, and saying no will make the chest spirit be like, oh, you're ungrateful? Or is it the kind of thing where we don't want to say yes because it could offer something better next? I'm betting on that one. So the thing about life drops, right, is that, like, it's not just that it's okay, but now I hate playing this kind of fucking gambling game, especially if we can't repeat the conversation once we know all of our options. What if it offers more life drops? Right? A gold bar is good, money's good, but like you can kind of get money a lot of ways, and we're not even halfway through this zone of the game, and we're already well on our way to being able to afford the best sword from the new shopkeep in town. Okay, so you can just get it all. And then the joke is that if you keep asking after that, that's when it's like, oh, you're greedy as hell. Well, that was a fun little secret. Oh, now we get to play our favorite part of the game, the part where we mash Y in front of the door and hope it eventually works. Honestly, I was hoping to finish the game today, and who knows, maybe that will still happen, but oh my god, the fact that we're going to waste several minutes of the stream just sitting in front of these doors, mashing Y, hoping that it eventually works. It's gonna take so much time that, like, I don't know how long it's going to take to beat this dungeon now. Honestly, I'm gonna look it up. I want to know. I have got to know. Asha in Monster World Ice Pyramid doors. Okay, so interesting. Yeah, looking online, it looks like this is a frame rate problem. This is a matter of the game really does not like to run above 60. And it looks okay. So first I found a Steam forum thread on this from December of last year, which is interesting because that would have actually been after the first time that I played a little bit of this game off stream. But also there is a post on Steam from the developer, like in the events, like where they would usually put patch notes and things. They have known about this issue since December 2021, when they apparently said we are working on a solution to this issue. And maybe they were working on something at some point almost 5 years ago, but clearly they never really got around to implementing whatever that solution was. Let me look up because I found a guide on how to do this for AMD cards. Yeah, NVIDIA limits FPS for specific game. Oh my god, this is okay, I'm going to risk it just because I don't want to waste so much time. I don't know where we're going to end up when I load. So let's go properties, installed files. Okay, so I've got mw4.exe. Okay, so that's where that is. So we'll open the control panel, manage 3D settings, program settings, add. Oh, and it's gonna take a billion years to do this because, okay, there we go. Because pressing the add button just completely locked up the NVIDIA control panel. And then we're looking for max frame rate. on 60. Apply. Oh, come on. There you go, OBS. There you go. You found it. You found the game. Good job. Okay, so let's hope that number one, we load in somewhere that makes sense, and number two, that the problem with those fucking doors is solved. Okay, so where are we? Okay, yeah, that's not too bad. We're right back where we were, and now what happens when I press Y? Okay, well, we don't know the black spell, so now we're only limited in our progress by the game's sorry excuses for puzzles rather than the fact that it doesn't fucking work. So, you know, we've gotten one inconvenience out of our way, but we've still got some more to deal with. That's crazy that it just immediately goes, nope, you fucked up. Okay, so it's 6, and we know that 4 of them are lefts, and that's all we know. Okay. Now this is really a notebook game. Oh my god. Okay, so we know first one is left. The second one is not left. Okay, so it's left, right, left, left. So we know that one of these last two does have to be left, so let's go ahead and try it. Okay, so we just don't know what the last one is then, right? Is it right? Okay. Oh, I'm so glad that it didn't take any longer than that to figure out. But we do still have another spell that we're gonna have to learn. Oh, now we're straight up Zelda 2. I need to put more time into Zelda 2 and Phazanadu for that matter. Those could both be interesting games to stream. I feel like they're both maybe, well, Zelda 2 for sure, I feel like is maybe a little bit longer. I mean, I'm sure there's probably like modern fan versions of it and stuff that, okay, so we're looking for like 5 statues. Oh, but you know what? Okay, I was worried that there was going to be like a specific order that they had to be in or something, but if I can't pick them back up, I don't think that's the case. Dark is opposite light, so presumably the black spell is just going to be the reverse directions of the white spell. So I think that it's just going to be right, left, right, 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 left. That's what I'm hoping anyway. Okay, so I presume then that we're just gonna go back to the left, all the way back to the right, and then hopefully these last couple statues are in that little nook right above us. And then if we're still missing one after that, I'm not quite sure where the last one is going to be. I really hope that Ice Pyramid 2 has a different gimmick and isn't just this but more complicated, because this is already really fucking tedious, especially since like this is the most just plain old hallways that any of these dungeons have been, and you're going back and forth so much with no new enemies to fight. Hell yeah, that was the easiest door to get through yet. Like, from watching Andy play Dragon's Trap, I feel like this is definitely a lot closer to like what I expected from like Wonder Boy dungeon design, unfortunately. Yeah, I truly do hate to say it, because there is, oh no, the order does matter. Oh, or actually, honestly, I'm kind of hoping that the order matters, and that's what it's saying, because otherwise, this is a hint on where to find the statue that I don't have, and I have no idea where I picked these things up. Okay, there's Owl. I just realized I did write down all of these hints. I wrote down the first one wrong. I don't know what I was trying to write, but I didn't write what I thought I was. I just wrote swallow between owl. Between owl and fucking what? Oh my god. I kind of just want to like look up like a long play of the original Genesis game just to see like on a gameplay level how faithful this version is, because honestly, if this is actually what the game is, pixel art aside, that version isn't good either, honestly. So I'm gonna get it wrong. What's gonna happen when I get it wrong? They just all go back into your inventory. Okay, so we know that leopard is far left, swallow is between owl and witch. So we just don't know where the turtle is at all, do we? Unless there was like another hint somewhere like way back at the start. Swallow is between, oh my god, I'm writing this shit down and I just keep realizing that I'm totally writing it in the wrong fucking order. I'm going to guess that that when it says it's between them, it is meaning directly next to them. So I'm going to guess that the turtle is just the last one. Okay, yeah, there we go. Very cool. So this is presumably our mini boss. This guy's pretty wacky looking. I kind of feel like at this point, we're like at a point in terms of how much health we have and how much damage we deal that like we pretty much just don't need to worry about anything. Like we can just kind of spam and all that. It doesn't matter. Really, the thing that's like the biggest problem with this boss is just the sheer amount of iframes that he has between hits. Don't rely on your eyes. There are things that you can't see. Well, at the very least, that does sound like a different gimmick, which is what I asked for. And I do get a map for this. Oh, but right, don't rely on just what your eyes can see. In other words, it seems like, yeah, there's a bunch of shit that's just not on the fucking map. Invisible doors. So my immediate thought is, okay, so I want to see, do I have to throw Pepalagoo at doors or will he just find them? Okay, he will just find them. Okay, they're like one ways. Oh no. I thought that as I walked past here, I thought Pepalagoo like did something weird. Like it looked like he got a little bit close. Oh, fuck this game. You can push a frozen Pepalagoo and ride on top of it. If you call him, he'll return to normal. Okay, so great. Wherever that door is, it's another one way. Oh, no, it's not. It's a Pepalagoo puzzle. It takes a million fucking years to push him anywhere. Now I'm worried if we're gonna need to learn a spell again, because obviously getting that statue means that we are, yeah, I figured that out. Obviously the fact that we're getting these statues again, yeah, that whole gimmick has returned. So that does make me a little bit worried. What if the gimmick with the spells is gonna return too? I really hope not. As bad as the invisible doors are, I think that one was even worse. Okay, so we know that the leopard and the turtle. Okay, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna be TLWOS. Oh, you fucking asshole, hiding enemies behind the fucking pillars. Come on. So I still only have 2 of these things. So we've got to still explore around a good bit. Oh my fucking god. I think that these pitfalls are like even worse than the invisible doors and shit. Oh my god. So I think it's gonna be leopard here, owl, swallow, and I still need to get the witch and the turtle. What's all the way at the top? We go right. Okay, there's a door here. Okay, well, once we get back into town, I believe I can buy the next sword, but I kind of wish that I could just find the chest that has our last MacGuffin in it. I think that those big Anubis guys are like actually easier than the smaller ones. Or what are these? Are these Horus? Is that Set? I don't know my freaking Egyptian gods and shit. I could have swore that Peplugu was about to go into the background. Okay, there's something in the foreground there. That's just money. Oh, this is nothing. Okay, so I think that the last one is probably somewhere this way, and I just have to avoid pitfalls if I had to guess. Damn it. Yeah, there really... Oh my god. There really is nothing visual to like give you an idea of where these goddamn things are, the pitfalls, because like that one was just under snow. So I guess that the best hint that you're gonna get is just be careful if you see snow on the ground, which is like not enough in my opinion. So there's another heart. That's nice to have. So we already got that. So yeah, here's snow. And I guess that there's just nothing there. Okay. So like, where are we even trying to go? Let's go back through the door that we can actually see on the map. Oh, never mind. We can't. It's a one-way. Speaking of which, it just seems weird that ever since going through that one elevated door there, we haven't done any more puzzles that required us to freeze Peplugu. I'm gonna guess I've already been in that door. Okay, yeah, we're finding new enemies now. So clearly this is new. There's the witch, but there's still one more statue. So now I'm wondering, did I miss something over here? Could there have been multiple paths somewhere? No, it looks like that's the only way out of there. I'm gonna guess that I've already been there. Okay, that's such a load of shit. It's just I went through the exit to this part too early and didn't pick up the item. The fact that like that's just like the way that they're gating stuff is just so lame. You know, I don't know. I'm sure that there are some people, you know, a lot of people think that like Nintendo's game design. Oh, that was wrong? Oh my fucking, it's backwards, isn't it? I just thought the way that they word it is specifically right. The hints say her left and right, right? Not just left and right, it's her left and right. So it's probably this way. Yeah, okay. Like, I'm sure that there are people who think like, oh, Nintendo games, they're so formulaic. You always just like fight the boss and then you go into the next room and there's an upgrade, and I don't like that. I want the upgrade to be missable. I'm sure that there are people who would play a game like this and think about that in that way. And like, I don't know. At the very least, I can see like some humor in it. Oh no, what the fuck is this room? What are we trying to... Okay, so literally we're just trying to freeze Peplugu and get him to this door. What a game. Oh my god. How are we going to go about this? Well, that wasn't too tough of a puzzle. And presumably, so this isn't our other wizard. Okay, this guy seems a little tougher than the last one. This guy seems to have slightly more inconvenient hitboxes at the very least. But this guy does seem to be another mini boss. So presumably we'll still have to fight the next like wizard guy after this, but I wonder, is there gonna be a third like dungeon portion? Or is this just going to be the boss fight at this point? Oh, okay. This really is Mario Odyssey. Yeah, no, yeah, probably. Oh man, I don't know. I don't think so. I have to wonder, did I get all of those right? Or was it just like tracking a percent? Because honestly, most of those were guesses. Oh no, this is a third dungeon area, isn't it? Oh my god, this level's fucking massive. Okay, I don't think that I'm finishing this game today. I think that once we defeat this wizard, that's gonna be it for now. Oh, okay. You know, I had seen that clip in the trailer of the ice like that, but I didn't think that it would work quite like that. Yeah, once we get on the ice, okay, weird. It seems like once we get on the ice, there's not really anything we can do about it. Well, that seems dangerous. This hallway just keeps going and going. This better be something fucking important. Yeah, I guess that is. We gotta do another one of these same fucking puzzles. Man, you probably just want to glide. So is this something where like I want to, no, is it like this where I want to get in front of it? That's so stupid. That's whatever. I just feel like the whole gimmick in this dungeon, right, is just you have to do weird bullshit to interact with the doors, whether it's memorizing button combinations or staying still like close enough to them for long enough that Pepe Le Pew smells out that there's a door there. And now having like whatever the fuck this is. So if the fucking sage said like, hey, Pepe Le Pew can melt ice, call for his help if you see ice and you want there to not be ice. Oh my god. Okay, so wait for the blade to pass and then we can't. Oh my god. Honestly, like for real, if the original game is anything like this is not a hidden gem. Sorry to say, like this game is kind of, I really don't want to be too mean to it because it is cute. It does have some good ideas, but like they couldn't just let it be a fun adventure game. It has to be like, they have to fill it with all these stupid gimmicks and it just makes it kind of miserable. Like it's just, oh, how do we make our fun little adventure more challenging? Gotta use the stairs above. Like it's literally like, okay, we have this little action platforming system. How do we make it not just a linear course clear hack and slash beat 'em up thing? How do we make it more involved than that? Oh, I think that there's kind of, where's this taking us? Okay, there probably is something here. I just feel like I really want to play something like a Zelda 2 or a Phazanadu. Oh my god. Just to try and figure out like what is it about a game like that makes it more enjoyable than what's going on here, right? Because the first like volcano area of this game definitely had at least a little bit of like, oh, the entire like quote unquote challenge of this is just I need keys to open doors, and sometimes I go down the path where the door is first instead of the path where the key is, and then I need to do a little bit of the game twice. And then the second one, you have all the pick-a-path shit, and now these door gimmicks are just so boring. And I just have to wonder, like, because I've never gotten particularly far in Zelda 2 or Phazanadu for that matter, and like I have watched Let's Plays of Zelda 2, but I haven't really paid like too much attention to like what was going on with the mechanics and the structure of games like that. I definitely like don't remember, like I thought that it was really interesting how much side-scrolling gameplay there was in Four Swords Adventures when I played that like a couple years ago or so, and sort of thought like, you know, if Nintendo gave side-scrolling Zelda Zelda Another Shot for like a whole game, they could probably do something pretty cool with it. And like, this is just making me think like, surely there has got to be a way. Oh wait, that's right, I'm on the lower level now. Yeah, I need to go back up and then go through the next one. Right, like surely there's a better way to make a game like this. And I feel like from what I have heard, like Zelda 2 and Phazanadu seem like the clearest examples of this kind of thing, but done better. I'm gonna go ahead and buy one of these just because I should. I have a gold bar, so I should definitely still be able to afford, you know, I just had the thought, I never fucking equipped my better bracelet. Fuck, I could have had more health this entire fucking time and just never. Oh man, like this is like, I hate to say it, but the more time that I spend playing this game, the more that I'm thinking like, you know, when I started and even like pretty deep into last stream, right? I was thinking like, oh, this is like Dragon Quest. And now, you know, now that the mechanics of the game have really shown themselves, now that like the charm of the art dink visuals, you know, has kind of worn off at this point, I'm realizing, no, this isn't like Dragon Quest. This is like Phantasy Star, which is much worse. Suddenly it's become a lot more apparent, like, oh yeah, this is a very Genesis coded video game in a way that is idiosyncratic enough to be interesting, but not good. Oh wow, this guy just let us bounce on his head like 3 times. I think the bigger ones of those guys are easier than the smaller ones. Is that everything? Okay, yep, that's all of our statues. So I believe we can probably just go to the end of the dungeon's main path, and that's probably where the puzzle is. I need water, but there's saw blades here. I have to get past them. Hints? The 3 stone statues will give you hints. Why? Be careful, one of the 3 statues is telling a lie. Once again, we're pulling out the pen and paper, which is of course not only riveting gameplay, but of course riveting stream entertainment. So my guess is that the middle statue is lying right now because it's the one that seems to be most clearly contradicting the other 2. So I'm gonna guess it's witch, leopard, toidle, swallow, owl. Hell yeah! And here is the Ice Wizard. Oh no! You cannot be serious. Yeah, I kind of feel like just fucking tanking damage is the way to go with this guy, because trying to fight on the ice would just be so miserable. That's it? No second phase with this boss? Okay. Yeah, this guy's all right. He's no moon spirit. Shabo, was that his name? I like the moon spirit. This guy's okay. I think he's the least scrunkly Scrimvlow that we've saved so far. And now it's nighttime. That's cool. Okay, so I do want to call it, just because that was almost 2 hours to do that level. And judging by how it's been going, it seems like each of the levels in this game gets progressively larger. So it seems like what is probably the last level of the game is going to be even bigger, and I don't think that I have it in me to potentially gear up for another 2 or 3 hours of streaming this morning. But I think we may go ahead and similar to last time, right? Last time, once we called it quits with Crowsack, we played a little bit of Puyo Puyo Tetris. What if this time we played a little bit of TGM4. What? I guess that they made big enough changes in the most recent update, or at least one of. I haven't played the PC version since May. I've mostly been playing TGM4 on the Switch, but I guess they've made substantial enough changes since the last time that I played it that it's basically got to totally reinstall. So it could be just a moment. Here we go. It's launching. So let me do a little bit of live production here to get the game up, and there we go. And again, since like it's fucking Tetris, there we go. Now I can see chat. Where's my mouse? There we go. I want to get the window where I want it. Yeah, oh god damn it, when I fucking resized the goddamn. There we go. Again, because it's Tetris, I don't think that we really need a border or anything for it, because like, you know, half the screen is gonna be like the unused player 2 portion of the game or whatever. Oh, I hope that like my controls aren't like something weird for like a normal controller, because I probably do have it. Damn it. I'm used to B being confirmed for playing Asha just now. Hold as RT. Switch that to RB. We'll just see. Well, hopefully it'll work. But yeah, I've mostly been playing this game with an arcade stick. I suspect that, right, we're only gonna be playing this game for like maybe what, like 20 minutes at most, because I'm basically planning on just kind of trying to get one good run in. Dang it. Okay, yeah, I gotta get used to what are the rotations on a controller again. Damn it. That's the whole reason that I got an arcade stick, and it was a very good investment for that purpose. Is just, man, like, you cannot reliably hit the directions that you want with a fucking D-pad. I should set, oh yeah, I should set left bumper to also be a hold if I play more of this. Or really, I feel like I would maybe just want left bumper to be hold, and then I don't know, maybe use, yeah, this is a problem. I'm like thinking more about the controls than I am about the game. Whatever, we're literally just dicking around until it's 10 o'clock and I can feel like I've done enough to end the stream proper. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it doesn't go well. Okay, we're clean. Stack's clean. No, the thing is, I don't mean to toot my own horn. And it's like, you know, this is normal mode now, right? Like, master mode in this game is like a whole different ball game than fucking master mode in like TGM2. Like, it almost feels like TGM 1 and 2's master mode is like this game's normal mode. Like, it feels like there's been some difficulty inflation in this one, where it's like, no, like, master mode's crazy now. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I don't know. I feel like this is about to go kind of rough. We'll see. Oh yeah, that wasn't a great idea right there. Whatever. Okay, now we're going serious mode. At least we were able to, you know, do that and get a little further away from the top of the screen. Oh, right. Oh, but what I was saying about not wanting to toot my own horn, right, is that I have kind of gotten to the point where like I can just kind of get through normal mode just like picking it up fresh. Like, for a while it was like, okay, I can clear normal mode if I like sit down and like go for like a few decent tries, and more recently it's been like, no, I can just pick the game up and clear normal mode on first go without like really thinking about it too much. But I wonder if here, you know, playing with a controller, if that's still going to hold true or not. We'll find out soon enough. I don't like this. I will also say, right, and like part of why it's no real reason to toot your horn, even though I can clear normal mode pretty consistently, it is still the kind of thing where like I don't think that I've ever gotten better than a 1 of 10, and I don't think that I've ever been faster than like 16 and a half minutes or something. Ah, dang it. Whatever. Now I'm just, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what's happening anymore. I'm asleep at the wheel. Well, we're halfway there. That's something. I'll be honest. I wasn't looking at the screen there. I was just checking if there was anything in chat, but no one said anything in chat this whole stream, which is whatever. It's not really what these are for. No. Ooh. Ooh, that was close. No. Oh, whatever. Oh, that wasn't really what I meant to do, but whatever. It all works out. Ooh, that wasn't what I meant. Oh well. Whatever. Oh no. Oh, whatever. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I'm just doing whatever. Oh, well, I don't know. That might have been better. Oh, no, no, whatever. That is super not what I meant to do, but could be worse. Shut up, Microsoft Defender summary. I know everything's fine. It's my computer. I know a thing or two about computer. Oh, no, okay, it's fine. That was super not what I meant to do, but it's literally all okay. No, okay, whatever. Literally nothing's wrong. Whoa, okay, it just didn't rotate for a second. I don't know if that was my controller or what, but something weird happened. Tetris. What a game. I don't like this. Okay. Yeah, I feel like this is gonna be the kind of thing where I clear it and it's just kind of unceremonious. But like, you know, if that is what happens, it'll be fun to just know like, oh yeah, even on a controller, I can kind of just do it. We're getting awfully close. Stop giving me these purples. I don't want them. It super doesn't matter. Like at this point, honestly, like I kind of can't believe that like this is what the end of normal mode feels like. Like it might just be time for me to start actually trying to play master mode, at least on the arcade stick. I don't know about trying to do it on a controller. But there it is, and now, okay, let's see, can we survive the invisible portion, even on a controller? Hell yeah, invisible T-spin, that's fun. Oh, still not fucking clearing any lines though, so there's that. There's one. Oh, yeah, what a game. What a game. Oh, TGM4, what a fucking game. I have no idea what my stack looks like anymore. Doing T-spin. I don't think I've ever done any T-spins at all in the like invisible credits portion of the game. That feels crazy to do. Oh, but as a 0 out of 10, my time was like pretty normal for how I play. I definitely did more T-spins than I've done, especially and with a controller, but getting the 0 out of 10 does kind of hurt, even if I don't think I've ever gotten a 10 before on the PC version because I've mostly been playing the Switch version. That's fun though. That's a good way to end the stream. So that is going to be it. I don't know for sure what we're going to play next week. I have some ideas I'm thinking about. I don't know for sure what the game's called because I have a list. I have my Steam up behind the game window and I can see a handful of games, and I thought that the game that I was thinking of, the title would be there on screen, and it's not. So I don't know for sure. I thought the game was called like States of Matter or something like that. It's like a platformer about people made of water. I don't know for sure what we're going to be playing next week, but it will probably be some kind of indie scrimblow, and hopefully one a little bit better than what we played last week. But anyway, that's going to be it. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to comment, favorite, subscribe, like, or even dislike. Just show that you care in the boxes down there. But seriously, goodbye.